And welcome to. Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the May 30th meeting of the Lunenburg Board of Assessors. We will attempt to wrap up the abatements received earlier this month. We are still awaiting the final batch of about 250 applications. Due to the death of a family member in the assessor's office, we have scheduled a special meeting at 11 a.m. on Thursday, June 1. We will go directly into executive session in order to facilitate the completion of the abatement process. There will be no public comment at that meeting. After that, the following remote meetings are tentatively scheduled. Monday, June 5th at 2 o'clock, Tuesday, June 6th at 3 o'clock, Thursday, June 8th at 3 o'clock, Tuesday, June 13th at 3, also 3 o'clock, as well as Thursday, June 15th at 3 o'clock. Our objective is to have all complete in order to have the tax bills in the mail on time. Please be patient and help us achieve this goal. Thank you. I need a motion to go into executive session.
Ask if there's any public comment.
Is there any public comment? I couldn't do this without these guys.
I have one, but I can't find my hand thing.
Okay, you're fine. Go ahead and speak. We hear you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Mary Parkins. I live at 62 Ruth Street on Lake Shirley. And I know that this public comment is only for new information. And I did drop it off at the assessor's office at about 11:30 this morning. In my original assessment, I did not include that I also have Fire Road 15 that runs through my property with rights of way. And I also have a shared driveway with number 66 Ruth Street. And I saw that it was mentioned in the MFS report on page 13 that MFS observed some areas that could benefit from additional factors. And that was one of them. Sorry, I thought I was on camera, but I didn't.
No, you are.
Now I am.
No problem.
And I don't know if you can answer this question or not. It seemed unclear if they were taking that into consideration. I'm pretty certain based on when Nate met with me that I would be categorized as a 1. But I wanted to make sure that this information could be factored into that categorization of 1 of both the Fire Road and my shared driveway, as well as other information, but that's not new information. So hopefully you've read it. I have a whole attachment thing to my abatement form.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Good job. Thank you, Mary.
Are there any other public comment? Dave? Oh, I'm sorry. Ma'am?
Ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. I couldn't figure out how to get my hand raised on Zoom either. Jane Senya Morgan and 22 May Street, Lake Shirley, Lunenburg. And I have a question, and this is kind of an assumption. I know most of the abatements have been about land values. And indeed, our land value went up like everyone else's, but our building value also went up significantly and had been going up in the last 3 years. And we are a seasonal cottage, literally May through November, something like that, March through November at the most. So I wanted to make sure or ask if those are also being taken into consideration on the abatements.
Yes, they are being taken into consideration. We're looking at each property individually as we do the abatement process.
Okay, so I just wanted
we look at each individual application and the information that's contained in them.
right. Okay, yeah, ours is, a little unusual in that it's an LLC, but it's really my cousins and I co-own it. It's something our mutual grandfather built in 1947. So it's probably one of the last seasonal cottages, one of the few remaining ones, literally on cinder blocks. So in retrospect, we probably should have, been looking closer at the building value the last 2 or 3 years because it's gone up significantly, and just wanted to make a point of that. So thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary.
Jane.
Jane, yeah.
Okay.
Jay's answer, Jane.
Yes, thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else? If there's no public comment, no more public comment, I'll request
Motion
Well,
to enter into executive session, not to return to open session for the rest of the meeting.
Yes, but before I do that, I've got to, I forget this all the time. In accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting is being recorded, can be found on the Lunenburg Access YouTube channel within 24 hours of the meeting. The meeting is being conducted remotely. The information is provided for members of the public to participate remotely. Please go to the agenda, and well, you folks all know anyway. Thank you. So once we've got that out of the way, all in favor to go to executive session? I need a roll call.
Kevin Fish, aye.
Rich Letarte, aye.
John Rabbit, aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We'll go into a remote session. Thank you very much.
Executive session.
Executive